Hey guys, welcome to the first video in our Coach's Corner series, in which I give you tips in order to build healthy habits that will help you in achieving your goals for the long term. As you saw, this video is titled Building Unshakable Motivation, and I think that is a very important place to start when talking about any goal. And it will carry over not just into fitness, but in every aspect of your life, because once you figure out how to motivate yourself and enact change in your life to achieve an outcome that you really desire, that will instill a whole lot of confidence and help build you into a person that you are more happy to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 3 steps in this process that will really help break it down really simple for us. And the very first step being the importance of defining your vision. Most people can do this part with no problem. It's the outcome that we want to achieve. And the key thing is you want to figure out where you are currently on your fitness journey and where you want to go with that journey. So you need a destination in mind, just like any other trip. If you don't know where you're going, you're just going to end up somewhere, and it's going to be nowhere near what you wanted to be in the first place. So you need to think of your outcome, think of what you want to achieve, and be specific with it. Don't just settle for the general, I want to lose weight or I want to build muscle. Give yourself some specific numbers and figure out how to get there. And once you figure out what you want to achieve, you need to figure out why you want to achieve it. Because any goal that just focuses on an outcome without any consideration to why that outcome is desirable is not going to be able to push you through those days where finding motivation is hard. It has to matter to you. So whether that motivation is as simple as, oh, my doctor said I needed to lose some weight to be healthier, or maybe it goes as deep as wanting to have more self-esteem because you've always struggled with your physical image and you want to change that for the positive. So go as deep as you want, but the key is make it matter to you. The second step in this process is you have to develop your plan of action. You need a roadmap to get to that destination. You can't just think of where you want to go and have no consideration as to how you're going to get there. Think of all the steps along the way. And this is the part that most people really struggle with. It's where most goals kind of go to die, because a lot of people, they don't know how to get there. Because you need to really consider, what amount of time is it going to take for me to reach this goal? What skills do I need to succeed? What knowledge do I need to get there? And a lot of people don't really have that knowledge. So that's luckily where people like me come in handy. Your coaches, your personal trainers, your nutritionists, because you need to recognize the challenges that you're going to find on the way and how you're going to overcome those challenges. So thinking, maybe I don't know the right exercises to get there, or maybe I need a nutrition plan. Take the time to recognize the steps and then equip yourself to succeed in those goals, because any hurdle that you don't plan on jumping is going to be a hurdle that you trip on. So think of those ahead of time and set yourself up for success. Plan your roadmap and make sure you get to the destination that you have in mind from the first place. Those are the biggest 2 steps in this. The third step is take time to assess your direction. You need to make sure that you're currently on the right track to achieve your goal. So take the time to reflect on that. Where are you currently? Maybe you need to ask, have I made any mistakes since I started doing this goal? And if so, what were those mistakes? How can I avoid those mistakes in the future? What can I do to be better? And don't just focus on the negative, focus on the positive too. Consider the wins that you've had on the journey. What have I done really well so far? How can I keep doing that well? How can I keep giving the effort that I'm giving? Give yourself a mixture of constructive criticism, positive and negative. But the important thing is just assess that you are on the right path, because maybe you have one thing that's just not working for you. You need to figure out something else that's a better alternative. Maybe you're not meshing well with your trainer, and maybe you're skeptical of their ability, something like that. So find someone else. It's all about your journey. Figure out, make sure you're on the right place. And also always reaffirm that where you are matters. Find value in where you're at and think ahead as to how much more valuable that will be down the road. So my checklist for you guys this week in order to really implement this stuff, take it into action, is first of all, write down everything. Write down those goals, write down that vision, and write down your plan and how you're going to get there. And then take those writings and put them up somewhere where you can see them so that you can look at them daily and get them in your head. Also, make sure that you verbalize these goals to people. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your loved ones, make them hold you accountable, because, the mind is where most goals, are born and where they die. Anything that just stays up here that you don't make concrete is probably never going to happen. It's never going to come to fruition unless you make it something that you can act on. Another thing that you really need to watch in this process is beware of your negative self-talk. Stop with all the excuses, stop with the, oh, I can't, or I'm too tired, I don't have time, because anything that you tell yourself repeatedly, you're going to end up believing. So take the negative self-talk and make it positive. Reaffirm to yourself that you can do things, that you will do them, and that will make the journey that much easier for you. The final tip I can give you guys is to keep a motivational item or memento on hand. For me, I usually keep a sticky note in my wallet that reminds me of what I'm doing and why. Other people think it's useful to have a picture on hand or in their phone. Maybe it's an inspirational quote, something that you find valuable. What this motivational item does is that anytime that you need a reality check, anytime that you're struggling, maybe you don't want to go to the gym, or maybe you're tempted to have that beer that you know that you shouldn't have if you're going to hurt your goal, take the time, have that tool to look at in your wallet and your phone, and remind yourself why you're on this journey. Reassure yourself that it's valuable and that it's not worth compromising in this case, and use that motivation to drive you forward to complete. So those are 5 ways that you can really work on implementing this advice for you guys. Hopefully you guys found it valuable. Please let me know if you have or haven't. So send me an email, leave something in the comments, let me know how it's going for you guys. Best of luck to you guys. Good luck in this journey as you keep forging yourselves into a stronger self, and I will keep in touch with future coaching videos. So take care, guys.